Hello. I think this is working now. So I'm just sending out all the links to do the thing, and while we're doing that, I will have a word with the captains of the teams. So I think my co-commentator is actually on the phone right now. Let me just grab the second link for the second team and send that out to them. These are orange team. So yes, this is the second match for the league. So this will be GermanMonkeys versus Team Obsolete. I must really say their logo completes the whole thing, right? Their logo is just amazing. Just look at that logo. Brilliant. So I'm gonna have a word with, I think it was Mark, whichever one it is that wants to speak to me. I'll drag them over.
Hello.
Hello. Um, yeah, so you're gonna be the person who's speaking to us for monkeys, because your IGO and your captain seem to be a bit picky about that sort of thing.
Our AGL is not here today, and our captain don't want to do it.
Yeah, so how have you had any experience with Obsolete in the past? Because like you seem pretty eager to face each other first.
Fishy knows Papa Wolf, and we played a lot of ladder before we start.
Do you know
Like,
sort of like how they play? You know what they sort of, kind of a few of their tactics, yeah?
I think Papa Wolf and Fishy knows them very good, and Fishy told us some things we have to care about.
So you're pretty confident you know some of their stuff and you could probably outplay them and counter around them.
Yeah, I think we can do this.
You think you're going to be winning like yesterday when Hound beat them with a 6-1 win in the second match?
I don't know. Let's see what the day brings us.
All right, well, good luck to your team. I'll be dragging you back now. Just sort of, I'll tell you when. I don't use anything with the map ban link yet. I'll tell you when that needs to be done.
Okay.
Wolf, you're in the
Hello.
fighting channel now.
Oh yeah.
Hey, so you're up against monkeys. You know fishy, so you might know a few of their tactics.
I probably won't. I've been on a team with Fishy. I've played with him, but I've never played with any of the rest of them. So I wouldn't know any of their strats. But I'm confident that we can pull someone out of the bag.
So you're thinking you could possibly pull off what Hound did with Instinct yesterday, 6-1 win on the second match?
Probably not. I think it's going to be a lot closer than that. Um, Hopefully it's close. I believe it should be close.
Did you watch the
Um,
match yesterday?
I didn't know.
Esri pulled off quite a nice clutch with Jaeger on kitchen and dining with Jaeger. Got kill 3 of them and then managed to defuse the. So you're going up against. Were you going up against Hound next after this? I think it was Obsolete versus Hound, wasn't it? After this.
I believe so. I haven't arranged anything yet.
Well, we'll see how that goes down because Hound have been up the top for quite a while. They've been
Yeah,
two.
I've seen some of the highlight reels of I can't remember which player, but in the introduce yourself or advertise yourself channel, I watched one of the videos and he's got some very good aim there.
Well, hopefully you win this one, and we'll see you going up against them next week.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'll be dragging you back now. You've received the link to map ban. Just don't do anything with it yet.
Where did you post that?
DMs
Ah, yeah, okay.
tells you what team you're on as well.
Yep.
All right. Good luck.
Thank you.
You there? Hi.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
All right. Let me start inviting people to the game. Oh shit! My siege crashed again. What is this shit? Did this at the start. It did this at the start of the match yesterday as well. I think OBS messes with it. It doesn't do it
Yeah.
during the match. It just does it at the start. It's really really weird.
Mm-hmm. So we're gonna see them banning maps live.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So have you had any experience in the past with any of these teams? I know you're pretty new to streaming, but you might have had some stuff with these teams in the past.
I'm pretty new to streaming leagues and just casting in general, but with these teams I have no expectations going in, so I'm open to surprises and just to see them and how far they go into the games.
I honestly think from seeing highlight reels from other teams that there'll be some interesting stuff go on with these people. But then again, you can't really be certain 100%
Mm-hmm.
because they could pull something out of the bag and surprise us.
And what are you anticipating?
I possibly think we could see a 1-1 and then it goes on to the second and goes on to the deciding match. Let me just add these people, Vitro and Wolf. There you go. Yeah, I'll be I'll be video calling you in a minute just after I set this stuff up.
For sure. Also, I'm not sure if you intended it to be, but on stream they can hear us.
Yeah,
Okay, I just wanted to make sure as we set up the maps and such.
yeah, they should be able to hear us now because I was just having an interview with the leaders of the teams and they needed to hear that. So
Mm-hmm.
they'll be on Do Not Disturb because obviously it's a Vitro's there. Invite to game and there's Wolf. So hopefully they get the right teams because I DM'd them all the information. Apparently there's silence on the stream, but I don't know if he's.
No, there's no silence on the stream.
Yeah, Matt is just having a little bit of a. Oh, that's Vitro in. Vitro's on the wrong team though. Yeah, there you go. Switches. Good. All right, let's just set up the team names, custom team names. So Team Obsolete, they actually are pretty new to this sort of thing. As you can see, they don't have their own logo, so they sort of just drew one.
It's a beautiful logo, I have to admit.
Yeah, it's an amazing logo. That's which clip's that? He's just sent me a clip where it's silence on the stream.
Silence on the stream.
Yeah, Matt is just having a little bit of a.
I can confirm it. There's no silence on stream because even I can hear myself.
Waiting for the rest of the people to join now. I sent him the invite, so he should be joining. That's Ninjas, who yeah, he's part of Obsolete, and there's him. Right, so that yeah, we're starting to get them in now. That's good. Yeah, they can start the map float now, so let's switch to the map pick screen. Have you seen Wind Bastion? Hi.
What did you say?
Wind Bastion, Operation Wind Bastion.
I got a few details from it. That's all, but other than that, not much.
They sort of
All they released
revealed
is
the operators.
They revealed the operators.
Sort of. They're in the image. If you look on the stream, they're in the back of the image.
Yeah.
They're both
If you-
white. I really thought Moroccan operators were going to be black, but they're white. So it's weird. But no,
One of them has a melee weapon.
yeah, he's got a saber on his belt, which is kind of weird. I think he's gonna. They banned Villa, Oregon, Bank, and Border by the looks of things. So we're left with Clubhouse, Consulate, and Coastline, which are actually different maps. Other than Consulate, those are different maps from what we saw yesterday. So we should be getting some interesting stuff going on here.
2 out of the 3 maps are kind of known for Mira. For example, Coastline Penthouse, Coastline Kitchen, Clubhouse. That's very Mira dependent. So I'm anticipating we're gonna see a lot of Mira bans.
I think honestly we could see mirror bans on every single map, like even if she's not useful, because there will always be that one player that knows how to use them very well.
Yeah, Consulate, you definitely can use Miro, for example, holding admin. Also in Garage too, but that's less common than the use of Miro on Coastline and Clubhouse for sure. And there you go. The 2 maps that we have are very mirror dependent, so I'm anticipating right away on mirror ban.
I honestly think Clubhouse and Consulate there'll be both mirror bans on those, but I think Consulate will probably be more orientated towards banning Maverick and Clash and stuff like that. Although Clash has been nerfed to the point where I don't think she needs to be banned. She's not something you'd pick if you wanted to win, if you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely the nerf kind of lowered her pick rate, but also if a team communicates well enough and plays off of one another well enough, Clash can still be a useful operator. Don't get me wrong.
That's true. Let's just bring up the teaser for people in full here. So you can see there's the Moroccan flag, there's the 2 operators. I wonder if those towers are going to be accessible, because if you're able to go along that bridge where they're standing, and you're able to look down on them from those windows, that's going to create some really nice angles from those windows down to that bridge for any attackers walking along there. It's also going to be something you're going to have to check when you're walking along that bridge. You're going to have to check the windows above you, but not only that, you're going to have to check the windows behind you.
Definitely. Weirdly enough, the operators look like, it's not obviously, but they look like Maestro and Valkyrie from afar.
They do. Make me think maybe they're trying to take inspiration from previous seasons now because of they're running out of ideas, obviously. Something about the game not having the stream's not got a setting for which game we're streaming. How do I set that quickly? The game for for some reason it's not being set for the game we're streaming.
I think you go to your dashboard and then you click on the title R6, or you click in the category R6.
There we go. That should be it. Fox needs to let me know if that's fixed. Yeah, but that's you need to be the one monitoring chat because obviously I've already got 3 video sources open.
Yeah, I just got a advertisement out of nowhere.
Nice, which means the stream's being monetized without my permission. Good old Twitch. Right, we've got 1 person back now, and we're gonna have a 2nd person. But let's just bring up those map bans again. Yeah, I did a few changes to the way the stream works. So you could see we had a starting soon thing. We had a starting soon with music, and we also have an end match screen as well now. So that should be good. We didn't have those yesterday when we streamed. I added those for viewer comfort. Yeah, just to show we're currently waiting for 1 person. I have a little UI on my desktop that allows me to change the bands and the scores and stuff. So if they yeah, if there's the bans, we can set those up afterwards. We just have to wait for one more person to join. That's Mark. He's taking quite a while with it.
I'm sad that they banned Villa just because I love seeing teams play Villa.
Villa was actually the decider map yesterday, but they never got to it because Instinct, I think they had a little bit of pressure crack because they lost 9 rounds in a row.
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't there for that. That's why we had Mega Man here yesterday. But yeah, there was a little bit of a breakdown on Instinct's side where they lost 9 rounds in a row. They were winning the first map 3-5 and then lost the next 2 to bring it to like the overtime, and then the enemy team won 2 rounds and they took the victory. So Hound took that match, and then Hound managed to get it to match point without Instinct winning a single round. And that must have been a massive blow to their confidence.
Definitely. Rainbow Six Siege is at its core a mental game. If you let one round get to your head, then you're gonna keep losing rounds until you fix that mentality. And that's where a coach and IGL come in.
I mean, hats off to Smoke on that match where it was consulate yesterday on the second match between Hound and Instinct. I will say hats off to the Smoke who managed to pull it back with a pistol as well against it was a 1v2 and he managed to kill
Oh,
both
wow.
of them with a pistol. And it wasn't the machine pistol, it was the actual SAS pistol, so it was nicely done, but they just couldn't win the next round after that.
It's a shame. Have we got everyone in the lobby yet?
The last one's starting his game now. I don't think like everybody has as powerful as PC as mine is. There he is.
Oof.
Going to coastline. And here we go then. Match has started.
I always love seeing a good coastline match.
This is GermanMonkeys ban. So there will be, I don't know, because I haven't seen any of their bans from previous matches. So this will be interesting to see where this goes.
In attack, I can see a glass ban or a Blackbeard even.
Maybe
And
Lion.
Grapple.
Yep, Lion. There we go.
Definitely Lion, yeah.
Have I haven't started sending you the video yet, have I? On Discord. Now have to
No.
start doing that now. Yeah, here you go. Hello.
There you go.
Yeah, it'll be a bit low quality, but you can still see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, as we said, Mirror's been banned here.
Exactly. The Lion ban isn't surprising. Lion, as everyone knows in the competitive scene, is just overpowered. Echo. Okay, I can see the echo.
Echoes come up there. For some reason, the bans aren't popping up on my overlay. 1 second.
So here we go, entering the round 1.
We're not getting the bans aren't coming up on the overlay.
Try to update it in map ban. They're starting off in kitchen. I think that's a good decision, just because without Mira, Penthouse is kind of vulnerable and kind of a bit of a weaker side, just because you don't have the double or single mirror in theater facing into bedroom. So that's a pretty good decision going into kitchen first off. Getting the castle to limit the attacker's entrances and kind of work around the map the way the defenders want to. Valkyrie seems a bit standard on coastline most of the time, just because You can throw it in a palm tree. You could throw it on the side. You could throw it anywhere. Coastline is a very big map.
It's probably one of the biggest that they allow in Pro League right now. Obviously, there was Theme Park before that was removed for obvious reasons.
Castle and service entry.
We've got some smoke holes being set up here.
Yeah, that's a casual smoke hole. Have it right behind bomb B. Bomb B gives you cover.
Barbed wire being picked up and replaced.
Being specific about that barbed wire. Like I said, you could put the Valkyrie cannons nearly anywhere. Anywhere would fit. Just right there.
LMG mounted has been removed from the match by Fairfight. So we've got Legion playing upstairs here, which I think is going to be interesting. I mean, that's Legion's job at its finest, is just sitting upstairs and using the goo mines to take off any people who try to break open the floor.
If you saw, he put a Legion trap in 90, in the 90 degree hallway. That's good for intel, for anyone that's playing in theater. Hold it down a little bit, and someone's already down from the start. I think he was trying to hold bar. No.
I think that was a wallbang there, just shooting through the barricades.
Yeah, and he got hit by the push run. Definitely wrong place, wrong time, and they are heavy on taking bar. You have one person droning. I would get maybe another person droning just to get more information. Because once that drone's gone,
Killaroo needs to be careful here, because what happened yesterday was we had one of the Instincts members. He was still outside he was playing Thermite as well. He was still outside when all his teammates died. He's inside now, but he doesn't need to make the same mistake. Maple's been removed from the match.
And just like that, they already got a bit of control in 90 angle by bar. I don't think there's anyone playing in main lobby, however. They're just putting defenders up. Main lobby, there's no way he got a double.
He's down to such low health now.
It's a 1v3.
2v1.
It seems like he might be able to clutch it. They're all just coming from one angle. None of them.
We have Thermite in kitchen now. We have Ying in kitchen even. Going to pushing him.
They all pushed one angle and all one angle, and they all looked from one angle. Love this guy.
Oh, and he wins it.
Was that a 1v5? That was
a 1v5. It was a 1v5 situation. They.
Again, what I saw wrong at that moment was that they were all pushing one angle. They all took bar control. They all took blue bar control, and they all pushed that same angle, and they all looked the same angle. All he had to do was simply pre-fire it. So there was really no struggle there for Legion other than make sure you pre-fire the right angle.
Maple seems to be taking a long while to join back in here. I think they're going to be doing another 5v. Oh no, he's in. He's in.
Okay, there you go. That was well played by Fishy. All you had to do was pre-fire, and he pre-fired the exact same angles that they all pushed and all looked at him. That was perfectly played by Fishy. All he had to do was play main lobby and just pre-fire, and it was just as simple as that.
We've got a 6th pick here coming from Zofia to.
And we lost another player.
He keeps crashing. If he does this again, they might have to find another player to replace him, because there is a rule in the league where if you keep crashing.
You see the IQ for the Valkyrie cameras. Although I can make the argument that Valkyrie didn't do much in last round, just because again, Fishy all he was doing was pre-firing and getting the picks. So the IQ, we'll see if it works out, and we'll see if it doesn't.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Going for a penthouse. Like I said again, without Mira, penthouse is more of an iffy snipe. Usually in Pro League or even in Challenge League, you would see the bedroom wall, the last reinforcement shotgunned out, just so you have an angle from theater on to VIP. That's a pretty interesting matchup play, so I've never seen that before.
I think they are going to have someone coming downstairs, probably the smoke. Interesting. I wish there was an option in the spectator cam to spectate the cameras and not have them turn on, so you could see if they were where the Valkyrie cameras were. Maybe have them outlined or something.
You know, one issue I always
Attackers
see,
have recovered their
you
diffuser.
can make the
Attackers are
argument
heading
for it,
out
but
to
one
defuse the
issue
bomb.
I always see is that when you reinforce bedroom triple wall, you give the attackers only one angle to worry about, and that's the angle from theater onto VIP. That's why sometimes defenders will leave one reinforcement unreinforced and just shotgun it out to give two angles for contention, but we'll see how well that works. Sometimes you'll also have a pulse in kitchen for that thermite charge onto bedroom.
They're going for a less sort of grouped up attack this time. They've got Sledge, Thatcher, and Thermite coming in through the. I think that's VIP. And then we've got Buck and IQ actually downstairs. I think they're going for the Valkyrie here.
Do they know the Valkyrie is there? That's the real question. Yes, they do. Judging by the angles they are holding.
Bandit's also in blue here. And that's Fishy down.
Fishy's the one that got the ace. That's a good pick. Holding the angle for the rotate. As you see, the bottom of white maple. Gonna be there to support the Valkyrie. All in all, they have good map control. Like I said again, the thermite easily just putting the thermite charge on there, no concession, whatever. You had no one looking at either onto VIP.
There's currently no one in B either, I don't think, because obviously Fishy's dead now. So
They do have a maestro cannon. They can contest it. No one is in kitchen for those holes. If he gets on the maestro cannon,
that's Sledge down. That's quite a few going down there.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser. Defenders have located the diffuser.
Two in VIP. All they have to do is hold angles. Last one in theater. He's stuck. He's just a mouse in a trap at this point.
I mean,
but if they keep pushing him, he might have a better chance.
I mean, this is Maple, so if Maple crashes,
very true. They do not want to push him and do not want to take a chance with this. And they're taking all the chances.
And that was a nice attempt. It was a nice attempt at a clutch there from Maple. 2 down, you just couldn't finish.
That was near getting the defuse. One thing I saw a little bit wrong was that you had two people in VIP. Usually when the defuse would go down, you would have someone go outside the VIP big window and just hold an angle from there.
IQ.
If the thermite did that, you would have been more safe.
IQ really didn't need to have pushed in to the theatre there. She should have just waited at the door and held an angle on the door connecting A and B. Because then if Bandit tried to rotate through either of those doors, which he had to, he would have died. I mean, it's easy for us to sit here and say that because we're watching it, but
it's different from being there. Again, bringing the IQ again. I don't believe the IQ did much just because you didn't get the Valkyrie Chemist or the Legion traps. That's to my knowledge. So the advantage you get from it, not sure, but it does leave out the option to get those Legion traps.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
they've gone for the same location again. I believe there is a 2-site rotation, so they have to do 2 different defense rounds before they can go back to the same defense site.
Again, you see the triple reinforcements on bedroom. Usually you want a heavy downstairs, at least support downstairs, just so you can deny the thermite from the bottom. That's where a Valkyrie would come in, but in this case you don't have a Valkyrie.
It's interesting that Fishy's playing Maestro this time, and he's letting Mad play Legion, so they've rotated roles. I think Rubber was playing Valkyrie last time, now playing Jaeger.
You can see some diverse op selections and how they switch off. Hopefully it works in their favor, just because Fishy was the one that got the ace, so you have more advantage or more benefits with letting Fishy be the one to play Legion. droning whatsoever got him killed.
He was holding quite a nice.
Apple without droning.
He just got shot by, I believe that was Blackbeard that was watching him there. No, it was Thatcher. No, not Thatcher. Thermite.
It was Legion.
No, the
Or-
Thermite
yes.
was watching the Legion and lit him up to half health.
Mm-hmm. The Legion just staying in VIP. The Jaeger roaming. Bar roam.
Yeah, Bandit just took out. That was the IQ. And we got Jaeger here about to try. He's trying to get an angle on Sledge. Sledge jumping over the desk there.
Sledge might be rotating. Or he might just drone a bit.
He's
Yeah,
rotating
he's
out.
gonna go for the rotate. That's a smart decision. You don't want to push in from a selection of the map by yourself, because once you get shot and once you die, you make your team lose that advantage and lose the nades and even the hammer.
I mean, right now, if he'd have shot a little bit more to the right, he would have got a wall bang there on the Legion, I believe. Legion going down.
Beautiful headshot.
I see what they're doing here. They've got I believe they've got the Bandit in kitchen, and he's going to shoot through the floor when they try to put the Bandit charge down, and the Thermite charge, you see?
But does he have the angle? He's going down. And I think that's one thing they failed to recognize. They didn't have a drone downstairs, and they didn't even bother looking downstairs, and for that, they costed them the Thermite.
Blackbeard and Maestro both lit each other up quite a lot here.
There's no hard reach at this point.
Attackers recovered the
And for Pentas, a hard reach is nearly necessary to
mean-
get the win on this side.
Jaeger still doesn't really need to be downstairs at this point. He should be back upstairs.
Yeah. Maestro playing a long angle from theater. He's just going in and going for it. But where is the Blackbeard? Is the Blackbeard there to support him? That's the
Smoke's
real
pushing.
question.
attackers
Hold that
dropping
angle.
diffuser. 15 seconds to go.
Blackbeard's all in his own here. He's
Blackbeard
down.
was too focused on VIP. Way too focused on VIP at that moment. Smoke easily pushed in and just got the sledge.
There's something you don't usually see in matches. Asking for the HP when he's dead.
Overall, it seems like they have a solid strat, the defense, but they also are relying on gun skill as well. Because as you see, Maple's just going around with the Bandit and just getting 2 frags, maybe even 3.
And that's
And we have a
mad
bit of
crash now.
disconnect. Are they calling for a rehost?
I think so. If he doesn't rejoin by the time.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright, that's the rehost.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Well, it's 1-2 right now. I
Yeah.
see a lot of gun skill and gunplay.
Yeah. I really should start getting a piece of paper just to record like who won what round, although it doesn't really matter. Just as he returns as well, that's disappointing.
Part of the game, all these rehosts happens in even the bigger leagues.
Yeah, that was a nice little ace from
From
team
Fishy.
from Fishy on. I think that was Team Obsolete. No, GermanMonkeys, wasn't it? Yeah. So who won the first round? It's Fishy, wasn't it? Fishy's team. It was orange. And then
Yeah.
they won the second round as well, didn't they? They won the third round, sorry. Blue won the third in. They were in kitchen, were they? Yeah, kitchen and dining for that first one. And then for the second one, they were in penthouse and theatre. Oh, this is the wrong map. Well, I'm confused. We're on a coastline. There we go. Kitchen and service entrance, penthouse and theatre, and then add round history. I think it was an orange win for that last one on penthouse and theatre.
And
And the band
operator
operators.
bands: Lion, Maverick, Mira, and Echo.
Alright, I think it's time to start again.
Have they all joined? Okay.
Yep. Two of them are AFK, for fuck's sake.
I'll choose an operator for him. He could 6-pick if he's here.
Probably should bring back up the game match.
Yeah. Well, you see the glass here. I think glass on coastline is one of the top 3 at least powerful ops on coastline. Just because you have so many windows on the exterior, you could look from far within, and you have that thermal scope, so you know where you're shooting and you know when someone passes by. Also, the smokes paired with a Montang. I think. Well, where are they going?
Attackers need to locate and
I think they'll be
defuse any
upstairs.
bombs that they
Their kitchen and
The kitchen.
because they've
They're
obviously
going for the smoke plant, which you see that there's at least 4 smokes there. They could go for the service plant,
attackers have discovered the
where you have the
location.
glass on the outside just looking from within.
Bomb
And it
located
seems
by
like they're going for the
attackers.
same setup.
got the same kind of Valkyrie holes. Sorry, smoke holes set up here.
Yeah, these are standard holes. The holes on the bottom of the bathroom are just so if someone pushes in to go for the defuse, you can shoot them from the bottom from bathroom. But one thing they have to know is that they're giving up sunrise,
Attackers
or
objective
they
is
open the hatch and
defuse
they'll have
bomb.
someone playing on top. But they all pushed sunrise last time, so they need to make that a bit of a priority to hold and withstand and contest. As you see again, they're pushing just sunrise all over it. They're letting the Montang go in with a drone, get more intel, see who's in there. But again, it's free to them. No one's upstairs even. 2 people are upstairs, but they're in theater. No one's there for the hatch, and no one's there to get the call-outs to contest the attacking team. And they're gonna push hookah to and get that control already from the start.
If they did have someone on the hatch, then they would be being contested by IQ and Hibana right now. So
Yeah, definitely. But
they'd need a rotation hole in that wall there to push out.
mhm. Well, they got west side control of the map already, and it's near like 20 seconds into the map. Glass is gonna play from sunrise. He doesn't need to contest. He can You still have two people I think in theater, just sitting there waiting. You see the castle here waiting to see if someone's gonna push up from that hallway, bottom floor. Legion get the frag right now. Get the frag onto the glass of everyone.
And that's
The Jaeger gets the IQ too.
that's IQ down.
Where are they positioned that they got the glass? The glass is playing from afar. He must have pre-fired. It's a 2v5. I'm not sure if they're going to get this win just because
Sabana taking down the.
2v4?
Oh, so Habana needs to take out that Jaeger.
Definitely. You got two people playing on site, at the very least two people. Legion Trap just gonna be there. And they hit the mountain. And all that's left is the mountain. And he has a Legion Trap and he got the Legion Trap out. And they don't know where he is. And
There he goes, he's down.
for starters, I don't know how the glass died. We weren't watching that, but I could imagine it was just a quick pre-fire. They pushed onto Sunrise again and they got hookah control. But they were the ones to push up. They had to push up and get control. And I think they just lost the gunfight because they were doing everything right. They got the map control, they got west side control, and they got the control they needed. But I think they just got out gunplayed.
Something that the members of Obsolete were saying is they were getting lag spikes, and I don't know if they were just trying to cover up the reason they died, or but their pings do seem to be going up and down. You can see Ninjas here is going up from 76 to 143.
Yeah, that may be another reason too.
But even then, everybody on GMA is sitting at about 40, one at about 70.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Well,
defused
so far
by
we're seeing a
attackers.
very a very defense decisive map.
Attackers have discovered the location of a
And this
bomb.
is Sunrise and Blue. This is usually a bomb site you don't see. Usually you see upstairs played here.
Bomb located by attackers.
Especially with the lack of a mirror, this site just gets a little bit more difficult. And they didn't bring a maestro either. I would have assumed they would have brought a maestro just for that antenna, just so they could deny the defuse. But however, they didn't bring that. They might try to go upstairs and make some holes to deny the defuse, but we're gonna have to wait and see.
Can you do me a little favor? Open up a notepad document on the side of your screen and type down the round history, just in case
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
the Obsolete want to rehost.
Okay, I'll start from now.
Yeah, it was the round history is orange kitchen and service, and then it was blue penthouse and theatre, orange penthouse and theatre, and then it was orange kitchen and service again.
Okay. They're quickly making their way into kitchen, and there's still a castle just roaming around and just rotating.
Now he's actually got a
Guarding
castle
the control.
barricade on the. He's got a castle barricade in the kitchen, so
Okay, it's a bit hard to see. But still, I don't think the castle barricade is near enough to hold them back.
Jaeger's
Got
just
the
taking down
Jaeger
Ying.
getting a frag on the Ying, which is essential because everyone knows Ying Candelas can be very annoying.
And for a second there, I thought Buck had just looked at Bandit and ignored him, but that was IQ.
Interesting castle placements. They have halted the attacking, but not as much as I would believe.
Thing is, none of they've all got claymores and one with frags, so they've got no way of opening those castle barricades.
This is a smart decision by the Thermite. There's no contestation here. No way they can contest. You can easily Thermite luggage. However, you see one person by himself again. Seems like they are separating. You have the IQ and blue bar already, I believe, by herself. And they already got, and like I said. They're
Just
not
through the whole
grouping up
wall.
and they're not really playing angles for each other. Rather, it's them going by themselves and hoping to get the best out of it. And that's where we get another defensive win.
That was that orange, blue and sunrise. Orange, blue and sunrise.
It seems like what the attacking team has done is they get the control, but once they get the control, they split up and they let everyone do what they want to do. As you saw, the IQ went into blue without helping the team with any angles and such. Although she did get the control, she died immediately after. You saw that Thatcher just run in from main barricade by himself, gets fragged out immediately.
When
and
they
all their
stuck together,
utility is gone.
when they
What'd you
stuck
say?
together on that second round, they did a lot better. On the upstairs, where they thermited that wall, went in, planted, they held all the angles. They've just been rushing the last few rounds, I believe. They've not been sort of coordinating their attack, just sort of been trying to find out where they can get in and sort of panic in and rushing it a little.
Yeah, definitely.
need to
We
locate
saw
and
that
defuse as many
when
bombs
they were
as they
grouped
can.
up, they did better. Although I would have fixed a few
Bomb
things of
located by attackers.
angle holding, they did better. But when they split up, it seems like they want to get the frags and they rely on gunplay. And right when they die, their utility is gone, and they're not helping the team at that moment.
When they were
It's a
together on
lose-lose
that,
situation.
when they went together on that first round, they managed to get it down to 1v5, only to lose to Fishy. I'm thinking maybe they still stuck together, but they sort of spread out when they started to lose to Fishy, which made it easier for Fishy to pick them off one by one.
Exactly. And they all push the same angle and
5
the same
seconds left
exact
before
place, which
insertion.
that fish should just be able to pre-fire.
You see, GMA haven't made the same mistake here. They've got ways of breaching the castle barricades. They've got Sophia, and that's it. Sophia. There's no breaching charges on any of their other characters. So they've got 2 claymores to watch their back, and they've got 2. Is that 2 sets of flashes?
Possible 2. No, yeah, 2 sets of flashes.
3 claymores. Now Ying is
They saw the person in office, and they're gonna try to hold it from the outside.
Ying's playing quite
Try to hold
aggressive
angles
here.
from the outside. Very aggressive. That
Jaeger-
barricade is very risky.
Jaeger missing all of his shots there, and then again Maestro missing all of the shots.
Jaeger down. You got the Zofia, the Oni Castle barricade destroyer down. It's a 4v3 at the moment. Maestro pinned to a corner. Ying just has to hold that angle and he's just stuck there. Letting her other team just make way.
In position.
Good placement on the claymore there. And it seems the Thermite's already going for the defense.
Thermite's getting that plant off,
Whatever. Maestro's not even on his scan, and the defense has gone down.
and he's flashed his teammate.
Ying, the Ying flashed her own teammate. And that's what happens when you flash your teammate.
Attackers need to protect it.
And they're going for the defuse now.
They're watching the angles.
And they're going to get it. They're going to get the defuse. No one's contesting at all.
Defenders did
No one's there to
make
see it, and they got it.
bomb defusing attempt failed. Defenders
I mean, that's the second round that Team Obsolete have won now. So that's blue, sunrise, and blue.
They played it well. They played it well. I think the Ying flashing the Thermite kind of messed up the mojo a bit. Because if the Thermite wasn't flashed, he could have just taken out the castle.
He would have killed the castle, which means there would have been one less angle watching and one more attacker to defend that push from smoke and Maestro's angle holding there.
Exactly.
We've gone for a Frost this time with her lovely reworked profile picture. You can't tell, but she's meant to be Asian.
I did not know that.
She's meant to have Asian origin. Her name's is it Sui Lin or something? Something like that. Lin Xiang or something, I don't know. But she's meant to be Asian.
defenders protect your
Well,
bombs
I
from being
hope
defused
that
by
we get to
attackers.
see one of the frost traps get someone. I hope.
They swapped. They picked up.
Oh, they
Located
swapped.
by attackers.
So you won't be seeing that. It's an interesting castle placement though from Frontier, that Wolf there onto the.
Where is he putting this up? This is a far away castle. I don't know if it's really necessary to put a castle that far away.
I think it's to eat their utility, because if they go round there, they either have to use their utility to get in or use up their time to get to another place.
And that's another way to play castle, to just use up utility. Another way is just to work around the map as you want.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
The other one here is on long hallway.
Defuse a bomb.
That's a good decision, just because it cuts off an angle. If they're gonna push bar side. And one thing to note, they still haven't made the rotate on that kitchen wall behind bomb B, I believe.
I think it's interesting to see we haven't got a Ying this time. We've got a Blackbeard, because obviously I think they had a little bit of stern word with their teammate for flashing them after.
Yeah, definitely. If that would have caused a lot of arguments in that team. And you get the kill on the smoke, which is
Their diffuser.
an amazing pick to get rid of that smoke.
I mean, sitting behind the bomb is such a sort of casual position.
Yeah, and if you see, they reinforced right behind the bomb. They didn't make the rotate, so that had the smoke even further pinch.
Technically, this is I believe this is actually Obsolete's map, so to be losing on their own map that they picked, it's gonna
Not a good.
have quite an effect on them. Rook there trying to get the thermite and just unable to land a headshot. Going down himself.
Beautiful. That's just an easy pick from that round out. Castle just playing in kitchen. I don't think we're gonna see the castle clutch this up. Wow, that was a nice pre-fire. But he has no rotate, like I said again. He only has a hold there, and all they had to do was just hold the angle, just wait for him to push up.
He got some shots off. You could see there was a blood splat in the kill cam there, but just wasn't a headshot.
GermanMonkeys seeming very dominant on Obsolete's pick.
I think possibly we'll see a similar lineup, because obviously they're going penthouse spheres now. So I think we'll see a similar defensive lineup. Smoke probably, and they haven't actually decided yet. Wow. Yeah, we've got a Rook again, Jaeger, and a Valkyrie.
We had the potential to see GermanMonkeys take Obsolete's map right from their hands.
We've got a slot to Legion here from Valkyrie.
Defenders, protect your
If they
bombs.
do lose this map,
By attackers.
like you said, you think we're going to. I think we will see Coastline go to GermanMonkeys here.
Yeah, I would wager that GermanMonkeys is seeming very dominant on Obsolete's map pick, and also you got to take into account the mentality of Obsolete at the moment. This is their map pick, and they're losing fights that they shouldn't be losing. So in a way, their mentality may be at a very bad point right now, where they're losing round after round and just having it go to their head.
10
And that's the
seconds to go.
important role of the captain, to get their team straight.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Like they're on the second floor right now, and we've got some interesting placements on. I think we can see the Maestro cameras here. We spectate Maestro, we'll see them. He's still got one left to place down. I think they're on the wrong side of the wall. I think they're trying to copy the thing that Bandit did last time, but they're on the wrong side of the wall.
You see the Legion playing downstairs, which is pretty nice, just so you have the Legion traps to tell you when people are going to try to take bottom floor. Yeah, you have two people playing kitchen.
Jaeger's also down there with him, so that's an interesting. No ADS is down there though.
No contention either, so they can easily deny the thermite.
That was Rook that went down there.
Without getting the rookie.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has
I
been
believe
dropped.
they're.
Reloading. Cover me.
Oh,
Attackers have recovered their
what just
diffuser.
happened? I am so confused.
Frost just went.
Attackers dropped the
Frost
diffuser.
just downed thermite and then died.
Okay. Yeah, you get again. You see German monkeys being so dominant. It's a 1v5 at this
Attackers
point.
are activating the bomb
You had
diffuser.
to get the Jaeger from the rotate all the way from kitchen going to VIP now. I don't think that the Jaeger would do it. All German monkeys have to do at this moment is just hold angles. That's all they have to do. You have two people watching the same angle. Jaeger clutching this possibly?
No.
There you go. Like I said, all they had to do was just watch an angle and you get the easy win. That was a very interesting game. However, very poor on Obsolete's end, just because it is their map pick.
Now the next map was Consulate.
Yes. No, Consulate was a decider,
No, it wasn't.
I believe.
It's just
Yes,
that.
yes. Clubhouse was a map too.
Clubhouse, yeah, Clubhouse map 2. There you go.
Again, I'm going to have to say the 3 bands I can name on the top of my head for Clubhouse: Mira, Lion, Maverick.
And then it's GermanMonkeys. So yeah, now it's a small break for them to small drink and pee break for them. Yeah, we got to go back to the casting channel, and then we'll start the video stream again. So we got to go back to the voice channel in casting,
Okay, no problem.
and then we'll drag in Fishy to speak to us. Fishy, you there?
Fishy.
He's on mute.
He is not here then.
Hello? Hello?
Fishy, what was going through your mind when you got that ace?
This feels like the end.
You was it quite static in the voice channel when you got that?
Yeah. Not kinda.
Now, for me, when I saw you getting that ace, I saw it as a very easy, obtainable ace. Because to me, all you had to do was just look at one angle because they were all pushing from bar onto kitchen site and just pre-fire. Was that the case, or was there more to it?
Yeah, that was the case there.
Yeah, just like I got it.
So you think you can take this next match with the same amount of ease as you did the first match?
Yeah.
All right then.
Might even a bigger storm, but who knows?
All right. Well, I wish you luck. And I'll be dragging you back now. All right. Well, that was Fishy.
Again, an easy obtainable ace. Like I assumed, all you had to do was just look at a single angle and just keep pre-firing.
We'll move back to the video channel now. Wrong. Have I got the wrong thing on? Yeah, that's weird. One sec. Let me just. I've got the wrong browser source in my thing.
Yeah, OBS Studio on the live stream, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Now you have 2 overlays.
Yeah, I know. I'm fixing it.
Back to
It comes up. It comes up with the wrong one for some reason. It came up with the starting screen instead of the break screen.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa, what's happened there? That's giant. What? Oh, that's why. Oh, I don't know what's going on here. 1 second. There you go. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what happened there. Hopefully the end match screen hasn't done the same thing. Yes, it has. There we go. That should be better. So, do you reckon we'll see a win here for Obsolete?
I'm again staying with my bands Maverick, Mira, and Lion. Thermite, okay.
Do you think we'll see a win here for Obsolete, or
What did you say?
do you think we'll see a win for Obsolete?
Honestly, I just because Clubhouse and Coastline are two very different maps, I can't say for sure. However, gun skill wise and gunplay wise, I think GermanMonkeys have a very big advantage. The Maverick band, just like I said. And plus, you also gotta take into account mentality wise. Team Obsolete just came from a 6-2 loss on their own map, and GermanMonkeys are kind of at a high right now, an echo band. That's pretty interesting. I'm surprised no mirror ban yet. I assume a mirror ban right now.
That's Legion.
A Legion ban, okay. So we have a mirror in play, and this is a very mirror dependent map.
I think they want to stop Fishy from pulling off anything like he did last time.
Yeah.
That's a very low recoil gun.
Very
And
low
in the
recoil.
right hands, like Fishy obviously knows how to use it very well.
Yeah, as you saw. But also, it was the fault of Obsolete even just pushing one angle.
I mean,
The Lion.
Lion coming out here. Obviously, with no Lion ban, you've got
Oh god.
free roam to do whatever you want with no Lion ban.
You have the Lion mixed with the Dokkaebi mixed with the Jackal. That is not a good time for the defending team. Not at all. 6-pick onto the Montaigne, that's pretty interesting, just seeing as Zofia seems a little bit of a better option in terms of destruction.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I think they're trying to. I think they're going to try and use the Montagne to push in, possibly through bedroom into construction and then in cash.
Yeah, definitely. What I see is a very big priority on taking bedroom logistics off is just because you don't have the thermite since it's banned. You can't open patch with that. You can use the Hibana to get some peeks into that and get a crown control.
I think it's
But
interesting.
you may see the Montaigne go from not cash but construction.
I do think it's interesting that we have 3 ACOGs on defense here.
Home improvement time.
Yeah, ACOG is definitely a big advantage.
I'm just checking to see where they were putting their mirror windows right now.
Was that a spawn kill?
Was
Spawn
that-
peek?
I don't know.
Where was that?
I think-
Located by attackers.
I think they just pushed in. Yeah, they just
Attackers
pushed
have
in
recovered
garage.
their diffuser.
They gave up garage so easily. I would usually see teams fighting for garage just because that's a pinnacle point in this site.
Where did Dokubi actually die? That's the question I want to know the answer to.
I believe it was in garage. I assume. I mean, I don't know where else she would have died. It seems they're going for a
She
bit
was-
of a turtle strap.
You can see her leg underneath the She was over by Red Box, underneath Jackal, over the other side by the stairs.
It seems they're going for a turtle strap, and I don't know if going for a turtle strap on cash room is a very good idea.
Where is Lion currently?
Lion's just outside holding the angle. He might be able to get the mirror like on her foot.
They're all in objective here. There's literally none of them downstairs. None of them.
Yeah, no one's roaming. It's a full-on turtle strap.
We just-
I don't know if that's the best idea.
We just have lurkers here going on.
Yeah, and they're all bundled up together, and you don't want to be bundled up together in such a small area. And you have the monster there just holding that other holding that other point of contention, and just giving you strength.
Thing is, right now,
You see the mirror going on the bottom.
as of right now, Monty is safe because if they try to push through to shoot him in the back, he'll be shot. They'll be shot through the holes.
Yeah, I don't agree with Team Obsolete turtle strap. The mirror's gonna get shot from the drone home as she already did, I believe. And all she has to do is push in. The Hibana pushing in very aggressively without having anyone drone.
And it's just the Montagna. It's,
GermanMonkeys, I don't know how they lost that.
and that was it for GermanMonkeys. Wow, that attack went very badly. They had so many angles they could have held there and just decided to push.
They had a lot of angles they could have held to get that round. They were turtle stratting, so they were pinched and cornered. And it seems that the only reason they lost that round is maybe because they just pushed up. Because when you're going against an opponent that's turtle stratting, the only way you can be dying is if you push up, and I think that's what just happened.
Maybe a Claymore in the position that Mira had been holding would have stopped them, but again, I don't think Hibana was carrying her Claymore on her.
Was Hibana the one carrying the Claymore?
I think she had the other one. I think she had flashes.
Okay. Oh, my bad. I mean the diffuser. Did Hibana have the diffuser?
I think Montagna had it.
Then that's a huge misplay from GermanMonkeys, because if you have the Montaigne holding that defuse, the Montaigne pushed up so far in, you got to go in for that defuse now, and you're just giving up a lot of angles. So that was a great misplay.
I think he dropped it and then someone picked it up behind him, but I'm not sure.
Well, where are they playing now? Are they playing stock or bottom?
They are on bottom floor.
Bottom, yeah.
We've got Jaeger reinforcing hatches here. Pulse reinforcing hatches here.
Attackers have located a bomb.
We've got a Rook again.
I mean, Rook doesn't do much other than just impacts or rotates and just the armor, saving you like one bullet of
5
life.
seconds to insertion.
I think in terms of allowing you to soak up a bit of damage, he's good. But then he's got a lot of fragging power as well. But other than that, he's not really the best. Maybe a few rotations with his Claymore.
Also, with the holes that Smoke made, if Rook chooses to, he can just use an impact to deny any Hibana charges on the kitchen hatch.
I think Smoke has one left for that. Yeah, Smoke's got the impacts for that.
Okay. Pulse going for the Claymore and getting the drone instead.
IQ getting taken down though.
That was a beautiful, beautiful kill. Ever since the rework, this map has become a bit of roam reliant. You can turtle, but it's a bit risky. But roaming does benefit the attacking team. Does that benefit the defensive team a lot. And you need to drone everything now, just because this map grew from such a small map to such a big map.
We also just saw Rook get taken down by Blackbeard there.
And I believe Smoke denied the Hibana charges on the kitchen.
Yes, he did.
That's a good play for good host.
I mean, Hibana only managed to get 3 onto that hatch in the thing, so she can't even drop there.
Yeah,
She missed the angle.
That was a very big misplay that might cost GermanMonkeys the round.
Pulse here knows where Lion is. I believe the Jaeger knows where Blackbeard is.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
It seems like GermanMonkeys are just misplaying on very little levels that cost big on their round taking.
I wonder how Hibana went down there. That's Jaeger that got in Blackbeard there.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
And that's Cactail down as well. And then we've got Lion
This
just...
seemed very team Obsolete favorite.
All they've got to do is not push him.
Yeah, they don't have to push it, and they push it.
Applying first aid.
Teams do not want to get cocky when it's just one man, because that one man can take.
As we know, Fishy took down the team in the first round.
Exactly, they don't need to push
15
him.
seconds to go. 10 seconds left.
And he might just take it.
5 seconds remaining.
And he got it. like we just said, you don't need to push the last man standing. And you don't even need to peek the man. They had barbed wire right there, and he could have just pushed in. They would have heard the noise ping, and they could have just pre-fired.
12k DPI. But no, that was nicely played there from, I think that was Vitro. It was a nice little clutch. Good to see that Maple and McLaren have stopped crashing as well. That's...
Yeah, I'm still writing it down. Okay.
Yeah, make sure this is classified as a new map though, so it's not...
Yeah. GermanMonkeys had all the opportunity to lose. And Team Obsolete had all the opportunity to win that. It was a 4v1, if I'm right.
Yep,
And all
4v1.
they did, yeah, they kept just peeking the same guy, and they kept pushing him.
Attackers need
They had to hold a long angle. If Maestro had been holding a longer angle, that Lion was using a holographic, they could have easily out-peaked him, out-angled him. Once again, they've gone for the downstairs. I think Baez is typing something here. We've got another... let's see where we're getting the Maestro turrets.
That round loss is going to leave a toll on the mentality of Obsolete just because they had it and they were on a roll. Just because of their over-aggressive
5 seconds to go.
and pushing, they lost.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
If they hadn't have peaked that, if Pulse hadn't have peaked out, Maestro still would have died, but at least there was more of a chance of them denying the plant or just holding out the time until the end.
Exactly. And we may just as might see GermanMonkeys take round after round just with that confidence boost.
Is there any comments in the Twitch chat, by the way, about anything to do with the stream? Making sure it's all right.
Yeah, it's all right. There's not much people saying anything, honestly.
How many people watching though?
11.
Less than yesterday, but still a good number.
On progress, on progress.
So I think we've got Glaz pushing down tunnel here with Sophia, and then we've got Lion still up in garage. Capital, I don't know where he is. He could also be in tunnel as well, unless he's in blue.
No, he's not in blue.
He's up in
Stockade.
storage. And then Habana taking out that pesky little radio, and that's Glaz getting
And a C4 kill from below, I believe.
That's Pulse getting Lion and Glaz got Maestro.
It's a good pick getting rid of that lion.
It's also a good pick getting rid of the Maestro because he now can't deny the plant.
Exactly. Hopefully the Hibana makes sure that she gets at least 4 pellets on that hatch to not have a similar incident as last time. It seems as Team Obsolete does a very heavy turtle strat. So far as we've seen, Cash Room was turtle, and it seems Armory is turtle as well, as we don't even see any roamers. This is a very old way of playing Clubhouse before the rework. I don't know if it's going to pay off. It nearly paid off last time, but again, they peaked very aggressively.
I think they're trying to open up the floor here. I'm probably going to see another deny. Doesn't manage to get it.
Yeah,
And that's a pick
an
on the
easy
smoke there.
pick.
We saw saw the 2 picks on their tunnel there. Got Capital and Zofia go down. Now Glaz could actually get an easy angle here on the pulse. He just has to look down through the hatch, through the table in there. It's just Glaz left
And here
here.
we have a similar situation, but this time Glaz has less time, and I don't think he'll be able to clutch it. At least he should not. He gets a pick.
Operators, you have run out of time.
He tried his best with the stuff he had, but unfortunately Glaz's revolver isn't meant. Glaz's not revolver. Glaz's sniper rifle isn't meant to take on. Either of his weapons aren't meant to take on 3 people.
Yeah, definitely.
They got such a small amount of ammo and such a low rate of fire that they're not really meant to take on. If they'd all pressured him at the same time, he would have lost.
Definitely, yeah. We see more of Team Obsolete on this map, which is very good.
Definitely, I think
But
they're
again,
picking up their. I think they're picking up their game here. They're sort of trying their best to bring it back and not make it look like a complete and utter defeat, like what we saw yesterday with Hound and Instinct.
mm-hmm.
We've got a 6th pick here from.
Switching the pulse onto the bandit.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused.
The last thing Obsolete want is to go home on a 2-0, because if they lose this ladder match on a 2-0, then it's going to be incredibly disappointing for them.
Very. It seems that they got a confidence boost and a mentality boost, but I think they're going for the same
Attackers have
turtle
located
strat
bombs.
again. And they didn't bring a mirror this time, which is very unique. Just because if you have that mirror available to you, why not use it? Just because mirror with such a meta
Bomb
shifting
located by
operator.
attackers. 5 seconds to insertion.
Got the barbed wire on the stairs.
Attackers recover the diffuser.
I think they're going to turtle it again, because by the looks of things, there's none of them going out of the objective at all.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Maybe they're going to overflow into construction a little bit, but other than that, that's very easy to deny with the Capital. You just fire it at the floor next to his feet, he's gone.
I don't blame them for turtling just because they've been doing very well at it. But I think it might get to a point where it's going to be repetitive. And
Now this angle here is nice. Fortunately, he does get droned out, and we'll have to rotate, but...
The Montaigne already up top.
You can see his
buying
hands
intel.
and his head.
He's going for the crouch hole. Will he bandit trick it though?
I don't think he's got enough time. He does go for it.
Yeah, he went for one of them, the crouch hole, which is a very nice, well, very nice one to get the bandit trick off.
Really, Hibon needed to fire the third set in the middle and then put the two above and either side. That way you get two crouch holes. One, you get a very sort of. It's a very small one, but you can still make it through. Of course, it's very risky to do that because if you get it out of line, you can still lose the crouch hole.
Hibana has the DP this time. And coming up barrage.
We lost both
Team
Hibana
Obsolete
and
just easily picking them off.
Montaigne's in, and he needs support because right now he's getting pressured by a camera, and there's one more of their team down.
GermanMonkeys seeming fairly weak on this map, and that was a quick peek from GermanMonkeys. And the C4 from the bandit.
We've got big rotation coming here from Ying. Big rotation.
With only 45 seconds on the clock, the bandits get a wait there. There he goes. Obsolete looking very dominant, but not as dominant as GermanMonkeys on coastline.
I mean, I don't know. It was 3-1 at one point to GermanMonkeys on that map. We'll see if we get a 6-2 here like we did last time. I mean, this was if we flick back for a second, this was GermanMonkeys' pick. So if Obsolete win this match, that means that they won each other's picks, and it's down to the decider.
Which is fairly interesting because you the chunk of a pick because you would expect a team to pick their own to do well in their own pick. However, it's the complete opposite here.
I think the Tashanka pick is probably a little bit of a meme. I think there's going to be a 6th pick off of that.
Yeah, definitely.
I've actually
See that they're getting a bit cocky.
I actually played Tashanka on this map in a scrim and got 3 kills with it. So maybe there was a chance that it could have been a.
Put a very low chance, yeah.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as
Fishy
many
just
bombs
saying
as
fuck
they
getting
can.
kills because if you look, the bottom 3 of their team are all going 0.
Yeah, I could imagine them sharing some words to each other right now.
I think quite a few people are streaming this match as well.
Is that allowed in the league?
Yeah, you're allowed to stream your own matches, you're just not allowed to use our stream for your advertisements and stuff. You're allowed to put your highlights from the stream, you're just not allowed to download the whole stream and re-upload it.
10 seconds to go.
Like, the Twitch clip system is there for a reason, like, I allow them to use it, but it's just don't download the whole stream.
Bomb located by attackers. Attackers have recovered their diffuser. Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
It's quite a nice... Oh, it gets stuck.
I hate when that happens.
Camera activated.
Again.
That was unfortunate.
Very unfortunate.
Attackers have located a bomb.
The amount of intel that they've been denied now from that camera position on top of the truck, I believe they were aiming for.
I really hope to see the GermanMonkeys pick it up just because they were very dominant on coastline and it's just a bit saddening to see how weak they are being on Clubhouse.
Again, turtling it quite hard here, just like all of them around or in the objective, and then you've got all of the attackers over in this area. If you go up a bit, you can see they're all pretty much bunched up.
Yeah, turtling on Clubhouse is a very old way of playing it, and from the rework again, it just you get a lot more benefit from having a roamer. And I don't know if turtling is the best option, but again, they keep turtling and they keep winning rounds. I mean, I have to give it to them.
You've got Obsolete here proving that even though the map's been reworked, the strategies haven't.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, like Viers is in cash, but he was in construction just now, making good use of that new room.
Mm-hmm. And it seems GermanMonkeys are stalled a bit. And they get a pick. The Capital's gone easily. That's the smoke's gone. And the Hibana's gone.
Hibana's gone.
Obsolete, extremely dominant.
And all of Hibana's hard work pretty much wasted now because Doc just heals himself back up. Sure, that's 2 utilities gone, but that's one of their players gone.
Yeah.
Doc's down.
Lion just pushing an erratic. They just pushed it, and they're getting the pick.
I think that we just saw Castle go down there. And Valkyrie had to retreat back into objective. Down.
I don't even know what to say because so much things just happened. But as I saw, the Sophia and the Lion pushed in and got around 3
Attackers are activating the diffuser.
All up to Smoke now to clutch this.
All they have to do is hold an angle. They don't need to get very cautious.
Why did he just knifed the window? And there's nothing there.
He was expecting it to to be barricaded. Luckily, the Smoke has the ability to rotate, but he just pushes in. Beautiful Smoke. Calls it on the dot. He knows someone's outside. He's gonna go for the
Defender is
run out.
kill zone.
And GermanMonkeys save it. Again, GermanMonkeys nearly looked very weak on this, but they picked it up just from an erratic decision to push in and get as many picks as they can, which paid off.
But that was very well played from them though. They managed to obviously get the clutch. Obviously didn't manage to get the clutch because it was denied. They managed to get the 1v1 on GermanMonkeys side, bring it up to 3-2. So they've got a chance of bringing it back to match point, maybe getting it to a 5-7, maybe a 6-8 if they're unlucky. But generally, I think because obviously the way Pro League works is you have to get 2 points ahead. I think you have to win 2 rounds in a row consecutively in order to get the match point.
Yes, I believe so.
I can't remember if it's the first to 7 or if it's the first one to get 2 points ahead. But either way, I think once the roles switch, well, the roles have switched now, so it's attack versus defense. I think GermanMonkeys are going to start bringing this back now that the roles have switched.
Hopefully. I'm still surprised Obsolete
Attackers need to
has
locate
won
and
3
defuse
rounds
as many bombs
from
as they can.
turtling.
See, we've got the Twitch drone here. Valkyrie's thrown out one of their cameras already. I want to know where the other 2 are going, but you've got Maestro. One of Maestro's turrets is on the balcony in garage. Just checking to make sure it's viable. And well, there's another one in the cameras. There's a drone.
10 seconds left. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser. Attackers are moving
Question
out
is,
to
are they
locate a
going to
bomb
go
and
for the
defuse it.
turtle strand as well? And they spawned very far away, which is a little bit odd.
They're all spawned in the
But
same
there's-
location as well, so...
Yeah. We see a very common thing where Obsolete likes to push the same angle in the same place at the same time. And I'm going to expect that they're going to follow tradition and split apart again.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Obviously with Pro League, you've got a very minimal HUD as well, so... And IQ here can see Jaeger through the floor. Pinging him. He's on the cameras.
They're all just on the roof. They're going to try to get bedroom control, which is a good start. But again, with Obsolete, they take the control and they split up and they fall apart.
And that's Jaeger down.
And that was a nice pick.
Maestro just trying to find an angle here onto the door, but there's really no need because there's no one there.
Yeah,
A bomb has been located.
So they're just all pushing through bedroom here. I think every single one of them is in the bedroom. Except Hibana, who's miles away.
And they need the Hibana just because that is the only hard breacher they have at the moment.
I think if they want to really do well here, they need to get Hibana to pressure the reinforced wall on the other side. Maybe cut off a few angles and rotations. And there's Wolf down.
And here they are. But they can, the defenders, if they have an impact, they can deny it. I don't think they have an impact. No, they do not. And just
It's
pick up
3-3
the
again.
trade after trade. Another trade from the Mira. She's just hiding behind the defuse. It's a very smart play. There's no need to peek the Hibana now. 50 seconds on the clock. Valkyrie can easily play from the bottom and use that support to deny a plant with the ping. The Mirror getting a third pick. This might be GermanMonkeys round. GermanMonkeys round. They need to play very smart here. If they ping the Hibana, the Valkyrie can't get it from the bottom. And the Valkyrie prematurely blows up the C4. Hibana expecting the Valkyrie to come up.
They could have started the plant there. They didn't need to keep pushing.
Yeah. I don't know why the Hibana didn't go for the plant. It seemed that she just wanted the kill at that very moment. That's a misplay from Obsolete.
That's GermanMonkeys bringing it back to I think that's 3-3 now.
Yes, it is 3-3. Equally matched right now. Better showing than last map for Obsolete, but still, when it comes to attacking, they push the same place, the same angle, and they fall apart right when they split up. I don't think they split up this time, but yet they still fell apart from a single Mira behind a defuse. I don't think they communicated that to their team at all.
I think if this ends on a 3-6, then again this will be more disappointing for Obsolete than it will be for if it was like the last game. If it was a 2-6, I think it'd be more disappointing if it ends on a 3-6 because at least they were closer this time, which is nearly there for them, but they couldn't just finish. I think they needed those first 5 defenses to all be wins in order to have a chance, but it's just not come through for them.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Here we're seeing Armory. I think Obsolete have the power to take this, but I think they need to work on their attacking and work on how they communicate, because if they communicated well, that Mirror should not have got 3 picks easily.
I think if Hibana had placed pellets lower as well, that might have been more of a chance of winning.
Also, I don't think Hibana used all her pellets at all.
She only used one set.
5 seconds left. Attackers recovered the diffuser. Attackers must locate and defuse a bomb.
See if they've all spawned in the same location again. No, they haven't. We've got them separated into groups of 3. Missed the camera there. There we go.
We see them separate, however, we've also seen on close lane, when they separated, they got picked apart easily because you would have one person push a certain way in the map by himself.
I think if they push in small groups instead of a big group, they'll have more of a chance, because obviously if they push separately, they die. If they push as a big group, they will get picked off and just separated out. I think they need to push in a group of 2 and a group of 3.
Exactly. That's what they fail to understand is if you push one single group, you're pushing from one single place. Separate into groups, drone, and you'll gain more control faster.
There's no counter angles if you all push from the same angle. You need to be pushing from 2 different angles to cut off any possible angles that are being used against you. That was a bit of time waste there from the Twitch droning upstairs without any proper intel. It was necessary, but it was a little bit of a time waste.
Yeah.
Better to drone it out and know they're there than to... Better to drone it out and know there's no one there than to die if there is someone there, you know?
Exactly. And I think GermanMonkeys are going for a turtle strat as well. Oh wait, no, there's one roamer and he got one down and he got a pick. All he has to do is just waste time at the moment. That's all he has to do. The more time wasted, the better for the defenders. Stay in logistics office and just play the time.
He's dead.
And he's dead. He did waste time, however, which is good.
I think he tried to rotate out and got caught. Wasted utility there from Ying. There was really needing to throw one down there.
Yeah. You could have easily asked a Thatcher just to drone it. Or even make a hole at the very top. Maestro playing the long angle and getting caught.
I think that was just him trying to shoot down the barricade there and ended up getting a kill. I don't think that was even...
Yeah, I don't know if that was The pulse wall banging the Ying. One in generator, playing the long angle. It's a 3v2 at the moment, and it went down to
2v2.
2v2. And they're just dropping. They got 15 seconds. They need to push into sight. However, if they push into sight, they risk getting picked off. And just like I said, they got picked off.
Has been located. 5 seconds remaining. Operators, you are out of time.
Was that a team? Yeah, that was a team kill from the pulse onto the dot. But GermanMonkeys did get the round, which is what matters.
I think if Hibana had had more ammo after the doc died, she might have been able to get a lucky bullet off on Pulse before the round ended. But she had to reload, so there was literally no chance of that.
Two more rounds and GermanMonkeys take this. What is Obsolete going to do mid-game and adapt to stop them from taking the map?
I think their defense, if they're going to push all in a group, they need to bring a Montagna. Maybe a fuse with a shield. If they're done in a floor that's fusible. But other than that, they just need to sort of split up. Maybe like not massively, but maybe like minorly. Maybe have one go out on their own, and then a group of two and a group of two.
A common theme we're seeing is that, at least on this map, it's being a very defensive side.
Protect your bombs from being defused
At least
by
Hibana and Thatcher are sticking together, because that needs to be the case to open up walls. Especially bandited walls.
You see the deployable shield there for
To stop the...
the bandit trick. And just so the frag doesn't get rid of the bandits right away. Also from playing on the Thatcher, playing from Gym Barricade, looking down that hall.
All they really need to do is Thatcher that anyway, and the electric jammers are gone, but... There is an ADS there, so if they try to throw it inside, it will get taken out. They're going to need to throw it outside. Now this hold here is actually one that we saw on the Pro League a couple of seasons ago. I think it was last season actually, maybe.
This is a bit of a common hold. You usually see teams try to hold cash as much as they can. That's what you see here. The Maestro getting lit up simply from an attacker trying to get rid of the barricade. Peeking aggressively.
I mean, that's not the first time we saw that. He got completely killed by it last time.
And the line, at least they get the trade. The Caster gets the trade.
It was an unnecessary angle to
They're
push,
pushing into construction
in my
room,
opinion.
and you have the Jaeger just sitting in cash.
And takes it down to a 3v2 on the...
And quickly, in less, in under, what is
In
it, 30
under a minute,
seconds?
I think, a minute.
Yeah.
Now, Bandit's
We now
really...
have a rotating bathroom.
Bandit's really stuck here because if they jump into gym and start planting,
And they're going for the reset outside.
I mean, all Hibana needs to do is they just need to tell Hibana to jump into gym and start planting. They can't push it. All they've got to do is open up the barricade on the outside with.
They need someone to push into gym, plan, and they also need someone to look into bedroom onto the barricade so they don't use the holes to the meta plan. And I think he pushed into bedroom instead. Yes, he pushed into bedroom instead. That was an unnecessary push. Very unnecessary and very risky push.
They still have the diffuser, and Hibana still has all of her gadgets.
And just like that, it goes down to a 2v1 in favor of GermanMonkeys. Extreme misplays from Obsolete. And
This gadget use is too late. It's too late in the round to be doing this.
Unless the Hibana baits it, there is near no way of getting the win for this round. If you go for the defuse, the bandits just gonna peek the holes. Just like that. Extreme misplay. And here we're in the same position where GermanMonkeys are bringing it back and GermanMonkeys are being more dominant.
The thing is, GermanMonkeys, they seem to be dominating on the defense, which is why Obsolete wanted defense first to get those rounds up, but they just couldn't get all 5 rounds. I think they would have had the chance to win if it had gone into overtime, where it alternates attack, defense, instead of 5 attack and then 5 defense. Because obviously now they're stuck on attack, and they just keep losing the attacks, and they can't get it back. We will, of course, be talking to the teams after the match to see what they had to say about.
I'm looking forward to talking to them.
I'll try to avoid telling Hillary, what the fuck were you doing?
No, I'm not like that.
Literally, I wanted to reach through the screen and physically grab his gadget and just put it on the castle barricade. Just like, go through. Because I play at high plat myself when I play with my esports team, and if I was IGL in their team right now, and Silver, I'd be like, Killeru, what the hell are you doing?
I'd question why the Ying pushed in when simply all he had to do was take control of gym and have someone on the outside of bedroom look in.
If Ying had held the window, Hibana had opened up the castle barricade and gone through, and then you had IQ hold the door onto the shower, there would have been no way the defenders could have pushed in and stopped the plant, unless they tore down the barricade, in which case Ying would have heard it and shot them.
It seems that they're very worried about a certain operator, yet they fail to realize the global spectrum of what's going on.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Their drones get taken out way too easy as well. We've still got a drone outside. I think they're memeing right now because they've got a blitz. And I don't know if this is a. I mean, I know blitz is viable, but
Blitz a meme. Yeah, he's a very viable operator. Very.
He's just so easy to kill. There's no real protection to his shoulders, especially from impacts and stuff like that. What charm is that he's got on his gun? Is that the invitational charm? Or the mage?
I cannot see. And they're gonna push in.
He didn't realise that was blitz, and now he's running.
That's what you gotta do when you face a blitz.
Now it's already there. Gadget down.
Deploying shock drone.
A bomb has been located.
He's gonna get the mirror. Good pick. But our Obsolete company gonna get the crown? That's the question. And they get fishy, which is good because that's the same Mira. They got 3 picks just behind the defuse.
Jaeger's quite a far away from the objective. I think, yeah, Lion's watching him rotate back. Lion's watching.
He's playing it very smart though. He's just wasting time and wasting the line being there. He's gonna set up a drone, and they have a claymore on top, so they have a bit of utility wasted on a single Jaeger.
And not only that, but they've got a...
Jaeger can easily go into bar, look at the hatch, and get 2 picks from the hatch since it's open. He needs to make that rotate, and he needs to evaluate what's going on. And
mean, if
they're gonna go for the push. The Blitz is gonna push in, and the Blitz is going to die. And he might get another pick. He's gonna get another pick. They're just pushing it. It's a 2v4. Obsolete is just pushing it erratically, and now it's a 2v3.
Smoke's down.
Defender has left the
2v2
designated
now.
staging area.
None of them are on objective. They just need to start planting.
And they're defusing already. They're already planting.
Attackers activating diffuser.
2v1.
Changing
Can
mag.
the Jaeger clutch this? No, the Bandit clutch this out. I believe that's the last line call. And they did.
It was very well played from Obsolete.
On 4.
That angle was very well played.
German Monkeys need to win this round because I believe this is the last defense round for them. And as we've seen very commonly, defense has been very favorably sided.
If Obsolete can win this, they'll take it into overtime. And like I said, I think they'll get a chance to win it because it alternates every single round instead of every 5.
Yeah.
I think in this game, there's not a need for the DLC operators, but I think because all of the pros obviously have the DLC operators, it's more utility, it's more options for them to pick from, and obviously some of the DLC operators are more useful. So, like, I guess it's kind of like a must-have. The game is kind of pay to win in a way, if you think about it. Because obviously we see Maestro here, we see Thinker, we see Lion, but and obviously Hibana. But then you've got Glaz, Thatcher, Smoke, Jaeger, Pulse, Doc. They're all the legacy operators.
Protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Still more viable than a lot of operators like Clash and Alibi, and I mean even Thinker's not that viable. I think what we need to see is we do need to see Obsolete win this round for them to even have a fighting chance.
Given that they have no choice, it's match point at this point.
If they lose this, it's over, and if they win this, there's a high chance that they'll lose, because if the random generator puts GMA on attack first, then they could win. But then what we know from the way that some of the previous attacks have worked is there's still a chance they could win, because it was 3-2 when they were attacking. You notice there's McLaren's hogging the floor with the sensor here, like the usual posters do. Maestro still trying to find a placement for his turret here. And we see one pick already from...
starting it off. That's the Roman gone early. They have no contention around the map anymore. They need to start the turtle heavily.
They just need to scan that all 4 of them are in the objective and start pushing in. And that's the hatch open. I think Hibana fired that in from the window as well.
And another pick. Obsolete may as well win this.
And that's Thatcher down. And that's Glaz down.
And it just as in less than 3 seconds, it went from a 5v3 to a 3v3.
If you're losing the advantage that quickly, you need to be considering which angles you're peeking.
not only did they lose 2 players, they lost the class and the Thatcher class, and it smokes.
And then another player down.
And another one. From the same angle, I believe.
And another one.
Another one. And I think just like that, Obsolete just gave away the whole round and gave away the map. Unless GermanMonkeys make the bad decision of pushing and peeking this player.
Pulse here is just gonna scan Hibana through the wall and finish this off.
And just like that, GermanMonkeys take map 2. An absolute exhilarating game. Absolute doing way better on Clubhouse than Coastline.
Alright, well, we're gonna go speak to the teams now about that. Another 2-0 victory for GermanMonkeys there. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh,
That game I just.
oh, he's coming. They're coming to us first. Hello.
Hello there.
Hello. Hello.
Did you guys enjoy those thrilling games?
We honestly thought you were going to pull that last round back there. You had it 5-3, and then you lost Thatcher, you lost Glaz, you lost Finker.
Yeah, I'm still sorry about that round.
Yeah, one at
Then
a time.
Then you lost Lion, and then Hibana.
And then I was stuck in the 1vX again. Yay.
Hibana, was it Killeru again? Hibana when you were attacking Jim and Bedroom, where it was the smoke and the bandit left?
Jim Bedroom, yeah.
IQ and Ying. Ying, when you pushed into shower, both me and Ty, we both went, what?
Yeah, it was stupid. I know.
But no, that was there was nobody in gym, so if you'd have broken down the castle barricade, jumped in, held angles.
Unfortunately, we don't have the privileges of being a spectator.
Yeah.
We know. That's what we were saying. We were saying if they'd have known it would have been empty, it would have been such a viable option.
You mean like I eventually did?
Yeah, I also see a common theme with your team is that you guys push together as a whole group, which can be beneficial, but also can be very negative. And what I see is that you guys push as a group. I don't know if you guys intend to do that, but when
I disagree with that. I say we start pushing as a group, and then people take stupid 1v1s.
Yeah, we end up.
Oh yeah, that's where I was going to go. That you guys start pushing as a group, but then you split off and just do your own thing. And is that intentional, unintentional?
No,
or?
No, it's not.
That's something we have to work on a lot. It's but yeah, something we got to work on. Definitely think that our early game is quite good, but our late game, as you get into the round, especially on the attack, definitely is where we need to work.
Our roam clear, but then moving on to the site, we just sort of like tunnel.
No, your roam clear was good. Your roam clear was good. I watched it.
Yeah, that's what we meant. Is our roam clear is good, but as soon as we get to pushing site, people take stupid 1v1s.
Yeah, we start like tunnel visioning, going one at a time, and then just
we work together to take out rumors, and then we just stop working together.
Can I just ask, when Fishy got that 5v1 clutch in the first round of the first game?
1v1v1v1.
Can we not talk about that, please? Thank you.
It was just a case of 1v1v1v1. It was stupid, no communication. Everyone just decided to peek him by themselves.
Well, in fairness, the first 2 kills were he immediately peeked after the Jaeger, after I got down and the Jaeger then got traded. Then I think it was Henrik started to pick me up, and that's when he peeked and got both of us while we were down.
The first kill, we watched him from his perspective the whole way through that, only switching to watch Ying for the last 1v1 to see what would happen, because we thought Ying would finish it off. But
yeah, I was a little bit confused because I got the call that he was 1 HP, and so I just held down mouse button 1 and aimed at the doorway, and he just peeked round my bullets.
Actually, all went wrong after we had made one slight bad call out, and a bit of miscommunication between a lot of us had called him in a wrong place. He peeked somewhere else, and that's when he dropped the first 3 of us. Through this mistake, I pressed the wrong button, ended up on my drone, and killed me. And then it was left in a 1v1, which was not good. Very disappointing round.
Because you guys will be going up against Genesis next week. So
Okay.
that's going to be the second match in your group. Hopefully, you guys can score 2 points then and catch up with German and Hound, who now have 2 points each. We were rooting for you in that last match. We were like, come on, we want to see a decider match, but it just didn't happen, unfortunately.
Is the team captain Sergeant?
For Genesis, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll need to speak to him. And
What are the slots?
the slots are Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. And then if you can't make any of those, there's a reserve of Wednesday.
Tuesday, same time, boys?
Yeah, Tuesday, same time.
Good.
All right, well, you try to arrange that with Genesis for you.
I'm doing it now.
All right, well, good games, boys. We hope you win the next one. We'll go speak to the other team now.
Good game, good game.
Bye bye.
Boys, that's another 2-0 win. Hound got a 2-0 over Instinct yesterday, so we haven't seen a decider match in this league so far.
That's unfortunate.
They were pretty disappointed in themselves on the other team for stupid mistakes they made, according to their captain.
Yeah, I heard that in the stream.
So, how do you think you went? Because obviously you were down quite a way in that first match. They managed to get it to 3-2 before you just basically wiped them. You think your communication was the victory there, or do you think it was your positioning, or?
I tried the communication, and they like big stupid shit at sometimes. Like,
Yeah, again, because that's what Papa Wolf said. He said they were engaging in 1v1s just even as a group.
yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
When
Not the top. All right, go for
sorry.
it, Eternal. Go for it.
No, you guys I've spoken a lot. You go.
Oh, okay. Going into Clubhouse, you guys saw that Obsolete were getting more rounds than Coastline. Did that have any effect on your mentality, and how did your mentality switch to get rounds back to back?
Well, the map is really like defense sided, so we like got few rounds on attack and kind of clapped down on defense.
Because you boys are going up against Instinct next week on Sunday.
Yes.
Do you think that there's a possibility you'll be able to 2-0 them, or do you think it'll be closer?
Of course.
Vitra, let me turn Vitra up because he's quite low. Sorry, go again.
He's always really quiet, but
I guess we can win this because we can play with our main lineup. I don't know.
There was quite a lot of crashes going on your side. Maple crashed 3 times, and Mark crashed twice, I think it was.
a rehost 6 each.
Game.
Yeah, at first time I was on a wrong internet connection, so yeah, that's the reason why I disconnected the first 3 rounds. But then I fixed the issue, and yeah.
Because the enemy team were asking for a rehost, and I was like, well, you had no disconnect, so it's not your position to rehost. And then Fishy got the 5 ace, so just like they were like, rehost please. I was like, nah, it's fine. Fishy got an ace.
Yeah, we all were calling like their kitchen, and one more, and Fishy like got everyone.
That was a very good start to the stream, actually. It was a very good start to the stream. First round, first match, ace, clutch as well, because it was a 1v5. One was down, and one was picking up the downed person for the first 2 kills, and then the other 3 just engaged in a 1v1. There was no coordinated pushes. Quite easy to.
Don't have to push him. They just need to hold angles and plant.
All they needed to do was go back to the objective and plant. I just think they were too orientated on getting kills.
Yeah.
Right, well, you are going to be facing Instinct on Sunday at 5 p.m, so we'll see you then.
Did Instinct play it already?
Instinct played Hound yesterday, and they lost 2-0.
Okay.
So you can go watch the match back and maybe learn a few of their strats, and I probably think they'll be doing the same to this one.
Yeah.
Right, well, it's been lovely talking to you. Me and Ty are going to go back to the casting channel and wrap up the stream.
Good game,
Enjoy
boys.
the rest of your evening.
Yes.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Good games, boys. So that wraps up the second match of the season. Any words you want to say about the matches, Ty? Anything you want to wrap up?
Definitely, I think Obsolete need to work on the way they approach a site and the way they stick with it. Because obviously they do their own thing and they split up, and you don't need that in competitive play. You got to work together. GermanMonkeys did what they did. Good gunplay, good strats, and just good overall performance today.
Yep, I think I agree with everything you just said. That's pretty much the way I look at it as well. They needed to work on their their coordination, their coordinated pushes, and their gadget usage as well was pretty low. Like their Barner didn't really use many of her pellets was another thing that they need to improve on.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's pretty much it for today's stream, other than the hype about Operation Wind Bastion.
Yeah.
But we'll be seeing Exile Gaming versus Team Eternal tomorrow. I thought it was Thursday was going to be the next match, but it's not. It's tomorrow now. Exile Gaming versus Team Eternal at the same time tomorrow, so that's 8 p.m. GMT and 9 p.m. CEST. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I hope that this league goes great places. The teams are certainly very dedicated to it. They're very good teams. We obviously, some are better than others, but I think we'll see more matches where maybe GermanMonkeys will lose, and obviously I think Obsolete will win some, and the score will hopefully go up and down. I expect that around my birthday will be when the finals start getting decided, but let's hope for good things for this league. I hope the community goes great places, like I said, and thanks for watching. See you in the next one.